welcome to Inside Guelph. I'm your host, Trish Stevenson. Thanks for joining us as we head into the weekend. Always something going on in the Royal City, and we cover it right here because it's local programming, only on Rogers TV. We have dog training tips today, as well as your Adopt a Pet segment with the Guelph Humane Society. But starting us off right now, it's the Gargoyles. I hate saying that because I feel like we switched as like creepy people. Good-looking man. We have Barry and Tyson. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not even going to attempt to describe it. I'm leaving it up to you. What do the Gargoyles play?
Sure. It's a sport called Australian rules football, which is a pretty unique sport in itself. It's kind of like a mash between football, soccer, basketball, rugby, all put together. We play on a cricket field, so there's 18 players per team on the field at one time. And it's busy enough so that they have to have, people who run water and instructions to tell people what to do because it's such a big field.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of running.
Are they all active at the same time? All 18 are doing something?
Yeah, it works as sort of a team aspect where players are moving forward and backward, very much like soccer. You're not standing around by any means. So there's a good, quite a few kilometers people put on each game.
Okay, so Tyson, the coach, you have to be in good shape to play this game, or it will get you into shape.
Yeah, it will get you into shape. It's a pretty fast-paced game, but the good thing is there can be tall guys, short guys, skinny guys, fat guys. It doesn't really matter. So there's a few positions on the team, and a lot of people can play the game.
Okay, is this like hockey is to Canada back in Australia?
Yeah, I would say it is our own sport,
yeah.
But it's not our most played sport, but it is something we can call Australian.
Okay, so you've brought it to Guelph, you've put together a team. How does our team look?
We're actually in pretty good shape this year. We've got 10 Australians on the list.
That's what's going to pull us through.
Hopefully, and we've always had a good amount of Canadians that are good at the sport too.
Okay, we're watching footage right now. This is obviously people playing.
Yep.
Is there hitting?
Yeah, it is full contact. There's no pads either. So it is a pretty physical game, but because there is a lot of players out on the field, there's time to get rid of the ball and stuff like that. So there is safety involved as well.
I feel like when I watch sports where there's no equipment and they tackle, that they actually do it in a smarter way, because you really have to think before you hit. You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're not protected, so you're going in smart.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of like rules that protect the player. You can't contact high or low or in the back or anything like that. So yeah, the umpires do look after you out on the field.
So is there an opportunity for newbies, the rookies in Guelph who see this, to come out and join the Gargoyles and learn about this?
Yeah, definitely. We do train on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Guelph at Margaret Green, and Thursday nights in Kitchener.
Who would it be for? Anyone?
Yeah,
ages?
yeah. Anyone can play. Ages from 14 and up, if you're pretty athletic. But yeah, it's invited to anyone that wants to play. It's free training, so yeah, you can come out and join us.
Okay, so Barry, you're really hoping the sport continues to take off in Guelph. This is a plaque that you've brought because I love Robert's Wall. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so last year we had the chance to chat, and Benjamin Roberts was our captain and our coach. He had the chance to head back to Australia for a new job and position, and he's been such an important part to the club that we decided to dedicate a new plaque and award to him. So we'll be adding names to our exceptional Australians that he either played with us within the club in the last couple of years or are going to play with us. So hopefully we'll be able to add someone like Tyson on our list here.
Oh, motivation. You better get your name on the plaque. Does he know that you've done this?
Yes.
Robert, and what did he think?
He sort of close to tears, yeah.
But he still went to Australia. He's trying to keep them here.
We have a lot of players that come through, and there's 5 or 6 new ones this year coming over. So there seems to be kind of a hotbed for players coming to Southwestern Ontario, which is great.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is what we need to bring the expertise to our fields. Okay, are the Canadians catching up, Tyson?
I would think so, yeah. I was actually really surprised when I got here last year at the ability of the Canadians to pick it up quite quickly.
We're fast learners.
Yeah. And obviously if you've played a sport before, like football, it's pretty easy to catch up to the Australians.
Okay. Where can we see games? Like, when does the season start?
We start a preseason coming up on May the 9th. That's our home opener is on the 23rd of May at Margaret Green. We tried to do a couple games on TV. Hopefully this year we're securing
With
our
Rogers
first game
TV,
with
yeah.
Rogers TV here. And Rogers TV Toronto covers a handful of games as well as the grand final. And that finishes up around the last week or so of September. So there's a lot of opportunities to watch them, specifically the local and within our league, which is great.
Okay, where do we go locally to see it? You said the cricket field. Where is that?
Yeah, so Margaret Green.
Margaret Green.
Cricket pitch. It's formerly a cricket pitch. It's now pretty much our Aussie rules pitch. We've taken it over. It's close to a couple of baseball diamonds and the tennis courts there, but there's quite a large space which is needed for the games. And there's room for lots of seating, and we have scoreboard and refreshments and all that as well.
Oh, I love. And the Canada Cup, you had something going on with that. Is that happening again?
Yeah, so last year there was one called, well, we've been doing this for the last 7 or 8 years actually with the team from Ottawa. And each year we would go up to Ottawa on Canada Day and play. This year, it's the first time that they're returning to join us here on June the 27th since 2011 to play in Guelph. So the whole team from Ottawa will be coming down to join us. It'll be a pretty big game. And then the clubs are pretty friendly with each other, so we'll go out and enjoy some time with each other
Some
afterwards.
journaling. There'll be journaling, hugging.
Yeah.
No celebrating. None of that. Doesn't seem like that kind of sport with the beer drinking. Tyson's just like, what? No. We catch on to that quickly too as Canadians. Women's, junior clubs, you want to get that going as well?
Yeah, we're trying to grow. There's a decent amount of junior involvement. The women's program in the rest of the province is great. We would love to be able to put a team in. Right now we have a couple players from the area that play in Hamilton. And I mean, the women's program in Ontario and Canada is absolutely fantastic. They won the international championships, and their B team finished 4th. So pretty amazing for the women. The men had a great showing this year as well, and they finished 5th, the highest they've ever finished in the championships.
Huge. So there's talent and there's coaching and ability. It's lovely to have you. Thank you so much. Next time we should get out. We can go out on the fields and we'll play. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you.